If that's there you are. All righty, we'll go ahead and call this special park board meeting for January 15, 2021 to order. First item on the agenda are the attorney reports, excuse me. And then there's a first item under that is a consideration of a purchase agreement with About Golf. So, Kelsey?
Sorry, I was muted. The first item for consideration is the purchase agreement with About Golf. This is their terms and conditions, and there'll also be an addendum with some of our specific requests to changes in language that'll be presented to About Golf as well. That's for 3 golf simulators for the new field house, totaling $128,080.
So I want to thank everyone, the park board members, for being willing to come together for a special meeting on this. The reason for the special meeting is I find it important with the golf simulators to get that vendor engaged in the space as soon as possible. The contractors are starting to get to that space, and they need to be, and the golf simulator people need to be under contract so they can get engaged, so we can get the space fit out right. So I think, well, I don't think that when come opening, we'll get a very seamless top shelf product. So that's the reason why I'm wanting to get this under contract now. So as Kelsey already said, it's for consideration for About Golf. We did do research, and we did get other 3 proposals on this as well. And also the board did a carryover of $86,775.28 on this simulator. So it would be just the full purchase now of the remainder of the $41,304.72 for an aggregate cost of $128,080.
And is the 41,000 and change, is that already in our budget, or where's that coming from?
Yeah, no, great question, Tim. It'll be part of our general fund. We will assess at this time when we start getting invoiced if our S&R funds is picked back up, because this product fits that mold perfectly for like adult sports and stuff like that. So we'll just keep an eye on it. If we feel like it's getting the revenue that it needs and we can see it trending upwards, we'll take a little bit out of that as well.
Okay. And you guys actually went and looked at this product, didn't you?
We did. It was south of Toledo. We were there and back in a day. I'm not to get too lengthy. I've never done a golf simulator, never been in one, never had any expectations of one. It was really neat, for lack of a better term. I mean, you could hear, even in the simulator, you could hear like nature and birds, and then you could specifically play like specific courses, and it was all designed the way it was. Pebble Beach, we played Pebble Beach. So it was myself, Ricky Warren, the field house manager, and Jen Wingett, the assistant manager of the department, when we went out there and looked at it. And it's a good product.
Okay.
And Rob, could you quickly explain the differences, why you chose this quote as compared to the other quotes you received, why this was the most responsible?
Yeah, this was not the lowest quote. I will tell you that right now, guys. But we determined that this is the simulator that fit our market the best and the way it was going to be used for the clientele. So there was one that was a bit of a higher end market. It just wasn't for us. We just felt it was more of that kind of country club, very affluent sort of crowd that we would never be able to get our return from that. It was just way too much money. And then the other one it just looked like a high-end residential unit, to be honest. It was a good product. I just thought we could probably do a little bit better, and it didn't fit our space as well as specifically this one did. So there was just some specific parameters like space allocations that we had available in the field house, and economics and our user group that we thought that this particular model fit the best.
Just a question, and I may be putting the horse before the cart here, but once this is installed inside the field house, what are the plans as far as availability of the public? I'm assuming when the field house is open, we'll be operating it like the community center, memberships, things like that. As far as the simulator, is that something that will have to be, is that going to be above and beyond what you pay for in a membership, or is that something you have you even addressed that yet?
So you're not getting ahead of yourself at all. In fact, you're right where we're at. I mean, we're right in the thick of that. So as a group, we are programming the facility, and we're figuring out, we're doing time studies to see what each surface, how it will rent, what the open time of that surface will be, what the rental times of that would be, and then what the day pass use would be as well. So you, by all means, are not getting ahead of that, Tim. And I'll go into a little bit of detail on kind of what we're looking at as well. Is we're looking at, even looking at, there's going to be two different types of rentals that we think are going to come out of the woodwork due to this facility. Okay, this kind of hits on your point a little bit, is we think there's going to still be that mom and dad and, general gathering rental. And then we think there's going to be that guy who's renting it for an instructional rental. So we're definitely going to try to define those two and maybe have a permit process for that guy who's doing the instructional rental, because he's going to get that rate, that cheaper rate of a rental, and then turn around and make an enormous profit on that. So we are looking at things like that as well.
Good. Okay. All righty. Well, I'm looking forward to this. I know there's a little bit of, I've heard a little bit of buzz about this already. So I think that there is going to be like I said, I've heard some buzz. So I think there's going to be a kind of an excitement about this part of the field house. So,
yeah.
Other questions or comments from the board? Okay. I think Chris is still with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got kicked off.
Okay. So
I'm here.
Okay, Chris is still with us. No other question or comments from the board. So Kelsey, do we need a motion to approve this?
Yes, Tim. Yes.
Okay. So I need a motion to approve the purchase agreement with About Golf for the simulator for the field house for $128,080.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Moved by Dick and seconded by Chris. All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion carries. Second item under attorney reports is the professional services agreement with Johnson Heating and Cooling.
That is for a solution for the break room at the lifeguard station at Freedom Springs. That's a public works contract in the amount of $15,489.98. That's utilizing the quote that Heather had sent. That's utilizing the first line, moving the ductless system, and option 2, according to Rob.
So yeah, this was an effort of me trying to be very kind of efficient. I luckily enough had this kind of in the works as we were scheduling this meeting. I thought I would throw it in there and get these contractors started kind of so we're not bumping into Freedom Springs season. Basically what this is, if any of you guys have had the opportunity to go out to Freedom Springs during the summer, the lifeguard station, it's quite hot. When we opened that place up 7 years ago, it was an undersized unit in the lifeguard area. The door from the lifeguard area to the outside is constantly going open and closed, undersized unit. It's just constantly running, never getting the room cool. And in compounding that, Brooke's office, the aquatic center manager, her office is not even air conditioned. She just has a fan. So what this is proposing is taking that existing unit, what we deemed as the undersized unit in the lifeguard station, relocating that in Brooke's office, and then right-sizing the guard station with 2 units to cool that off. What we're really trying to do here, guys, is to take care of our staff, to make sure they don't overheat. They're comfortable when they're taking their breaks, and they're getting refreshed before they get out there and get into the heat. So staff that we have in that place do a wonderful job for us. We're just trying to make sure we're looking after their health and safety.
Sure. Okay.
Having been to quite a few of the meetings, It's almost unbearable in there. And this, to me, is a cheap price to fix it. It really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dick's been a good supporter. He comes to a lot of the we have operation meetings, which are all welcome to on Tuesday mornings at Freedom Springs. And it even at 9 o'clock in the morning, those operation meetings, it is hot.
Okay. All right. So this is for option 2, and then the moving of the current ductless system. Okay.
$15,489.98.
Okay.
You got to get that 98 cents in there.
Absolutely. Okay. Any other discussion by the board?
Tim, this will be funded. This is in our budget.
Reading my mind. Thank you, Rob. Okay. If there's no other discussion, I need a motion to approve the purchase agreement with Johnson Heating and Cooling for work at Freedom Springs for $15,489.98.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. There is one other item that was brought to our attention before the meeting started by the attorney. Apparently, the park board has to reappoint someone to the city's planning advisory commission. I had the honor of doing that last year. So if, I'd be more than happy to do it again this year unless somebody else would like to take that position. Okay. Okay. Hearing no comments or questions. We do need a motion to appoint one of the board members to the city's advisory planning commission.
I make a motion to appoint Tim Schrader to the Planning Commission Board.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor of appointing Tim Schrader to the city's advisory planning commission, say aye.
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 All right. Okay, thank you very much. Kelsey, I think that's everything.
I think so as well. We'll be back on February 3rd. So.
Yep. Before we leave, I want to send out an invitation to all the board members, and Kelsey, you as well. If anybody wants to see the field house, in progress as it is right now, and where the golf simulator is. I mean, I know you guys are approving things, and you're going to start approving things. You probably don't even know where they're going to go. I would be very happy to just give you guys a tour of that place and show you what it's going to be like. Tim, you nailed it on the head. It's getting a buzz. It's going to be special. Yes, it is. Yeah, I saw a little bit of buzz on social media about it today. As a matter of fact, right before this meeting. Yeah. So it's on the neighborhood site. There was some confusion about what's going in there. So so please let me know. I'll drop everything we're doing and show you guys around. Be happy to. All righty. Yeah, I know. I made some noise about that in the fall, and I never followed through with it. So I'll probably take you up on that. And if there's any other board members, we can possibly get together with at least two of us. Okay. Okay. Anything else from the board? Okay.
Tim?
Yes.
Tim, I don't think you need to sign that contract for Johnson Heating and Cooling. Okay. So I will just send the addendum to you when we get it and have you sign that. Make arrangements to sign it then. Okay. I was going to ask about that. So thank you, Heather. Yep. Okay. Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. We've been moved. Motion to adjourn the meeting. So meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for making this meeting on.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a good weekend. Thank you. Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.